How are you guys doing?
All right.
Alrighty. Alrighty. Thank you, Mimi, for coming on. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much. And I'm just gonna ask you to please introduce yourself just so that our guests can get to know you a little bit better before we start.
Okay, well, I am a licensed esthetician. I've been an esthetician for about a year now. I first started in the skincare, makeup world about 5 years ago. And through my experience working with my clients and things like that, I just fell in love with skin. So it was just an easy transition for me to go and get a license and just start practicing skincare. So
Yes.
and I do own my own business. I'm a traveling esthetician as well as have my own aesthetic place where you can come and get service and things like that.
Yeah. So Mimi literally started her business at a young age. I think that is so inspiring. So Mimi, what made you go ahead and do that? Like to say, I want to start my own business?
Well, I have a personal touch when it comes to the things that I do, especially makeup and how I interact with my clients. So I wanted to be able to delve in a little bit deeper and continue to grow within my own realm and give my clients more of a personable approach to my services. So it just made more sense for me to start my own business.
Yes. Thank you. See, for everybody looking to start your own business, would you just say, just go ahead and do it?
Just do it.
Just do it. Just do
it.
Yeah, you don't have all the answers.
If you have it within you, definitely just do it, because the most that you can lose is just trying, and then you learn from trying. So
Exactly. Thank you, Mimi. I feel like people might not know what it means to be a licensed esthetician, right? Do you mind just breaking that down, what it means to be a licensed esthetician, before we go into the skincare questions?
Yeah, so as a licensed esthetician, I perform on the very first layer of the skin. So the skin has 4 different layers, and the first one has other sub layers as well. So estheticians can only deal in that first layer. So the other 3 layers, you'll have to go see like a dermatologist or some other professional, more medical professional. Estheticians can only work on the very surface, dealing with like acne, rosacea, things like that.
Right. Thank you, Mimi. And as you guys can see, me and Mimi, we have like no makeup on right now. See?
I just got the shower, so my hair is like super wet.
Yes.
I'm trying to go for like the Sade look right now. So
you're killing it.
If y'all feeling it.
I'm Adiola. I'm the founder of the show Convos with Dederils. So now we're just gonna go ahead and dive into all things skincare. So this is one of my first questions for you, Mimi. Why do you think it's important for us to care for our skin?
Well, your skin is the first point of contact that people see when they see you. So just like you would take care of your internal body, what you eat, working out, dressing nice, smelling good, that good stuff.
Period.
You want to take care of your skin, right? Period. You want to take care of your skin. So it just only makes sense for you to take that same attention and things like that for your skin. Also, for me, skincare is preventative. When I get to my older age, I want to see the same beautiful, youthful skin. So of course I'm going to have a skincare regimen that's going to help me preserve the way my skin looks. And that's why it's really important for you to have a skincare routine, to know your skin. And that way, as you age, you can adjust the things that you need so that your skin continues to work for you and be that very point of contact where people see you and they see that glow, that confidence when they see you. I just think it's so important for you to take care of your body. Overall.
Yeah, and then when your skin looks good, like you said, the first thing that they see, you feel good. When you
you don't have to worry about I got to put on makeup before I go here. Or I got to do this before I go there. You can just get up and go.
Exactly. A lot of young people often think, oh, I don't need a skincare routine. My skin is good. This, da 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 da. What do you think of this approach when young people say stuff like this? I think you kind of covered it already.
So it's like I said earlier, it's preventative. So as you're aging, you're young right now, you have popping skin, but as we age, we lose things called elastin and collagen in our skin.
Right.
So by the time you're 25, you have way less, elastin and collagen being produced in your skin than you did at 21 and 30 and so on. So having a skincare routine will help you maintain the look that you want. So
Exactly.
it's very important at a young age to get a routine going, so that way you don't have to worry about curing a skin ailment, later on. You don't have to worry about figuring it out later on. You have already done your due diligence in your young, youthful age to understand your skin, to know your skin, and to learn it.
Right.
So I think it's just important for you to start at a very young age. I'm thankful that my mom, at like 13, 14, she was already telling me, okay, you have to use this, you have to put the cream here,
Yeah,
things like that. So
definitely.
very important.
Like prevention is absolutely better than cure.
Definitely.
And yes, thank you. And then which goes into my next question. Before you begin a skincare routine, what do you think are some basic things you need to know about your skin?
You definitely want to know your skin type.
Yeah.
So there's oily, sensitive, dry, acneic, combination, normal. So those are characteristics of your skin type, right? So once you are able to identify what it is that your skin is, then you can go on and figure out, okay, well, which products help maintain or cure whatever issue I'm dealing with, right? And if you're still stuck, seek a professional, okay? Talk to somebody who knows what they're saying.
Right.
So that way you're not going hector skelter trying to find different products and using the wrong products for your skin. You'll save yourself a lot of time and a lot of heartache when you know what your skin type is, what ingredients work for that skin type, and what ingredients don't work for that skin type. So you definitely want to do your due diligence and do that, and seek the advice of a professional.
Right. And professionals like an esthetician.
Me.
So start with an esthetician before you probably go on to a dermatologist.
So it depends on the severity of your skin.
Severity? Okay.
Yeah. If your skin it needs to go see a dermatologist, you're dealing with dermatitis, you're dealing with like really severe type 4 acne, you definitely want to go see a dermatologist, because they can prescribe you medicine, and they can go a little bit underneath the skin and see what's going on there. Again, estheticians can only work on that first layer of skin.
I feel like a lot of people, they don't know where to start, right? So which is why I want to just let us, like, what do you believe a basic skincare routine should consist of? Like the basic.
Okay, so if you're like, I don't have time, I don't want to do too much, you only need two things, just two. You need a good cleanser, and then you need a moisturizer that contains an SPF, so you get like a 2-for-1. That's the most basic I will tell you.
The most basic.
If you want to go a little step up, then a cleanser, a toner, then you're going to get your moisturizer in a separate SPF.
Right.
So that's as basic as it goes. And then you can start introducing things like serums, antioxidants, vitamins, and stuff.
Oh, that makes sense. So that's basic. So basically, you said a cleanser and a moisturizer.
Yes.
Right. And also, if you guys have any questions, feel free to type out your questions. If we have people that engage, we are having a giveaway at the end of this. So you can engage with us, talk to us, ask your questions, and we can go from there. All right. Did you speak about sunscreen? Like,
So sunscreen is one of the things that I'm so adamant on everyone using sunscreen. It doesn't matter if you're melanated or you lack melanin. Everyone needs to use sunscreen, because we all are exposed to the sun. And sunscreen is sun protectant. It pretty much shields your skin from the UVA and the UVB rays, which are both present, and they both go beneath the ozone layer, right? So you definitely want to protect your skin from those harmful rays and free radicals that happen in the air. So that's going to attribute to anti-aging as well, if you're protecting your skin from the sun,
Right, yes. I agree. And what should they look for in the sunscreen?
So there's two different types of sunscreens. There's a physical sunscreen, and then there's a mineral sunscreen. Mineral sunscreens, they pretty much deflect the effects of the UVA and the UVB rays. And physical sunscreens, they absorb the UVA and UVB rays, and they desensitize it. So it just depends on you. It depends on so mineral sunscreens, they do have an overcast. So you will see kind of like a bluish tint.
Once you're done.
Yeah, once you're done. So if you're gonna put on makeup, that's fine. But if you're like, I don't really put on makeup, then you want to stay away from those mineral
Right.
SPFs, because you'll see that blue cast, and
Mm-hmm.
you want to do like a physical SPF.
Right, right. Well, so now I'm now going to go on to the next question. When I see people like Halle Berry, J-Lo, I'm like, they did not just look at themselves like, oh, I have an amazing skin, so I'm not going to do anything about it. They
Right.
must have done something that makes their skin look so beautiful at such an older age. So which leads
Definitely.
me to my next question. Do you have any anti-aging tips for the skin and any tools that we can use to help us with, you know, staying young and looking like this forever? I want to look like this forever. If I could.
Don't we all want to look young forever?
Yes,
So, okay, so I, with my practice, is more of a holistic approach. So I like to work from the inside out. So you definitely want to make sure that you're drinking your water and your lemon, you're eating your leafy greens, right? And you're staying away from a lot of like sugars and carbs and things like that. If you want to, if you want to make sure that your skin stays looking youthful. Now, as far as the things that you can put on your skin, you can use things like antioxidants. I have this antioxidant here from The Ordinary. It's called resveratrol. This is a really good antioxidant. It feeds collagen, the collagen in your skin and things like that. So it helps to produce more production of that collagen. You definitely want to use that if you want to do anti-aging. And also vitamin C. Vitamin C, I swear by this thing. It gives your skin such a nice glow, and it really just helps to maintain the bounce and the suppleness of your skin. This is one from Advanced Clinicals. So many people have vitamin C, so it's just up to you to, figure out which vitamin C works for you. And the most potent and best vitamin C to use on the skin is L-ascorbic acid. If it's not L-ascorbic acid, your skin on your face won't absorb it.
Right.
So you have to make sure it's that particular one.
Nice. So, what is the name of your vitamin C again, if you don't mind me asking?
It's from Advanced Clinicals.
Advanced Clinicals. Okay. Because I need a vitamin C. I think I'm gonna get that. And
I love vitamin C. This helps with my hyperpigmentation. When I had acne and people were asking me like, what are you doing to fade the dark spots? It was this one and this brand
This
exact brand. I've been using this brand for like 5 years.
Oh gosh.
And when I tell you it's cheap, it's like super cheap.
Do you have any tools that they could use?
Yeah. So I like to use my jade roller. Love my jade roller, because this will help to stimulate collagen production as you're massaging your face and things like that. And it helps to push products deeper into the skin.
Right.
Love this. And this is also the same thing as like massager, but mine has a vibrating, hold on, let's see if it'll vibrate. Yeah, I hope you can hear it. So this vibrating tool helps to push in product really well, and then that vibration helps to stimulate the production of collagen and elastin in the skin. So I use these, let's say, 2 times a week. If you're doing your due diligence, 3 times a week. I could be a little lazy, so 2 times.
Yeah. So I mean, for you guys listening, you have a chance to win something at the end of this session. So you might be winning one of those tools, or maybe even like the vitamin C that she just talked about, that you could be winning that. I see some questions here. We're gonna take the questions. Do you want to take them now, or should we just wait a little bit? Let's
answer these 2 questions. So there's one that says, what are the best products for acne for an oily skin? So if your skin is acneic, then what you want to do is you want to find a very mild soap, a very, very mild cleanser. You don't want to do soap on the face, because soap has things that we don't want on our skin. So you want to find a cleanser that has certain ingredients that will fight acne. Now, I don't want to just start spewing out products, because I don't know what type of acne you have. So it depends on the type of acne, and the ingredient will, of course, fight that type of acne.
Right.
So you have to first figure out, is your acne from environmental factors? Is it when you go outside and the air and pollutants and things like that affects your skin and you have acne? Or is it hormonal? Or is it the things that you eat? So those are 3 possible causes to acne. Until you know what is causing your acne, I can give you products, but if you don't know what's causing it, it might not be effective at all.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically getting to the root.
The root cause of it. So for me, my acne comes from environmental factors. So if I touch my skin and I have dirt on it, if I'm outside and I come home and I just go to bed and I don't wash my skin, I'm going to most likely break out because there's things that are sitting on my skin and my pores are absorbing it, throughout the day, and I'm not cleaning it. So what I like to use is a very gentle cleanser. And it has, oh my God, I didn't pull it, so I don't know what is in it. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, sure.
1 second.
Sure, definitely.
All right, so this is my cleanser that I like to use. It has witch hazel, glycerin, and it also has coconut, geranium, and lavender essential oil. That's like 5 ingredients, guys. So if you have acne does not like for you to mess with it too much because it's already sensitive. Acneic skin is sensitive skin, so you have to treat it like it's sensitive. You don't want to use harsh chemicals in every single product, right? You want to use mild products, and then you want to use those chemicals that really fight the acne in a very concentrated form, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I use a very gentle cleanser like this. It's from Pharmaesthetics. Pharmaesthetics. You can find this on their website. I think Saks also carries this as well. So, and then you want to find ingredients like salicylic acid and glycolic acid. Those are really going to penetrate deep into your pores and kill that bacteria and dissolve the sebum and the dirt that's inside your pores that's causing the acne. Now, that is something that you want to find in a concentrated form, either in a toner, a serum, or a treatment.
Right.
Depending on how severe your acne is. So I don't know your face. I really don't know how severe it is. So if you're tilting onto the more mild side, then you want to use that salicylic, that glycolic acid in like a toner serum form. Right. Because your skin isn't dealing with like very, very harsh acne. Now, if you're dealing with a lot of acne, then you want to find salicylic and glycolic in a treatment form, like a little spot treatment. That's going to give you the best results.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So that was the first question. And then the second question, the person asked, what is the difference between vitamin C and vitamin E?
Good question. So vitamin C helps with hyperpigmentation. It helps to firm the skin. And vitamin E is more so, vitamin E for me, I feel like I use that more so when I want a glow, more so when my skin is like dehydrated. It's more for like hydration than vitamin C is. Vitamin C is more of a treatment for the overall look of the skin. And then vitamin E is for giving your skin more hydration.
Nice. Thank you so much. I hope that covered your question, Fiona. Thank you so much. So then we're gonna go into the next question. So I put a question up on my story and a whole bunch of my followers asked some questions. The next question was, how can your diet affect your skin, and what are some good food recommendations individual can adopt to get the best skin from within?
Right. So your gut health is going to be so big as far as how your skin reacts. If you're putting things in your body that your body reacts to, and you're eating a lot of sugars, you're eating a lot of carbs and things like that, your skin may react to it in the form of acne, or it could be a rash, right? So what you want to do is make sure that you're drinking enough water, you're eating enough green vegetables and things like that. Those are the things that's going to help you with, making sure that you maintain a good, youthful looking skin.
Thank you so much. I think I saw in some places, I think we talked about this earlier, like salmon, fish, with the omega-3,
legumes,
sweet potatoes. I saw that. Thank you for covering that. And now you just covered acne, right? You're gonna just dive a little bit into that. Like, do you have like any suggestions for people
who have acne
with the acne? Yeah.
So again, it's up to like your type of acne. You have to identify your skin type. First, identify what it is that's causing my acne. If you don't know what's causing your acne, you won't be able to treat it effectively. And then once you do that, you can find the ingredients that work for it: the salicylic acid, the glycolic acid. Maybe you need witch hazel. Witch hazel is a natural alcohol derivative. So it just depends on the type of acne that you have. Maybe you might need to switch your diet 2 to 3 weeks before your menstrual. It just depends on the type of acne that you have. Even if your skin is oily or dry, you have to know what is causing my acne.
Nice, thank you. This is the next question that I have. You know, when people actually, when they treat their acne, it leaves or whatever, they are left with like some hyperpigmentation.
Yes.
Right. And that's a lot of things that people are really concerned, because no one likes to have like a black spot on their face or whatever. Any products that you think they can use to treat this? Any suggestions that they can?
Yeah. So vitamin C, right here. This is going to help with hyperpigmentation. It is just going to help tone the skin. And I just love to use this because it does give your skin an overall glow. And vitamin C helps with skin cell turnover. So that means that it's going to help your skin shed, and it's going to help bring out newer skin. So as new skin is being built up, you're feeding it vitamin C, right, to help formulate those fibers, those fibrous skin, that elastin and that collagen. Vitamin C is going to be a game changer for hyperpigmentation. And then retinol, which is vitamin A. That's also going to be really good for your skin, because retinol is a derivative of vitamin A that also feeds, it's like an antioxidant for the skin. So it feeds your skin cells. So those are food for the skin. As your skin is trying to heal itself. I don't know if I mentioned that. So what causes hyperpigmentation is the pimple or the scar or something, a break in the skin, right? Our brains and our bodies are really, really smart. Our brain starts to send things to that point of break in the skin to help heal it. And one of the things that it sends is melanocytes. Melanocytes.
Yes.
English is not my first language, y'all.
Bear with us.
Bear with me.
Yes.
Melanocytes, right? So that's the thing that actually produces melanin. So that's why you see the darkening of it. When you have that break, your skin isn't sending its normal melanocytes. It's sending a bunch of it to try to like heal the skin and try to get it back together. So that overproduction of that melanocyte is what's causing the hyperpigmentation. So as your skin is healing, you want to make sure that you're exfoliating your skin. And I want to show you guys my favorite exfoliator. It's also from Pharmaceutics. Most of the things that I'm showing you guys, I use in my practice, right? So they've been researched, they've been tested, tried and true, and I try everything on myself before I use it on anybody. So this is a really good exfoliator to use. You want to make sure you're exfoliating your skin, right? Because that's going to help with the skin cells turnover. As you're exfoliating and you're sloughing off that layer of skin, and your skin is building up, and you're using your vitamin C and things like that, you're going to see hyperpigmentation diminish a lot faster than if you just didn't do those steps.
Nice. Exfoliating and using like vitamin C.
Vitamin C, retinol.
Retinol. Oh, thank you so much. I hope you guys learned something from that. I'm really hoping you guys learned that. So this is another question from one of our followers. They said, can menstrual breakouts be prevented?
It can't be prevented because it's from hormonal effects, but it can be minimized. So if you get hormonal acne, then you want to start 2 weeks before your menstrual. You want to start cutting out sugars, carbs, chocolate, anything that's going to feed that bacteria. So if you didn't know, sugar feeds bacteria. Carbs, it feeds bacteria, feeds the viruses and things in your body, and which creates mucus. And your body is always trying to expel mucus. And whichever way it's going to expel it, it's going to be through your pores. It's going to be through, some part of your body is going to try to push all that toxins and things out. So that's really what's happening during your hormonal time.
Right.
You want to start switching your diet to eating more leafy greens, more salmon, more legumes. I'm looking at my notes right now. So sprouts, cabbages, soybeans. Those are foods that have phytoestrogen. And that phytoestrogen is what's going to help regulate your estrogen and your testosterone levels. Because during your menstrual, this is what happens to your estrogen. It drops. And then your testosterone levels just stays stagnant. It has nothing around it to regulate it, to balance it out. So your testosterone is left to wreak havoc on your face, on your skin. But if you're eating things like berries, apples, sprouts, cabbages, spinach, things like that, you're introducing phytoestrogen, which is from those plants and those fruits. You're introducing that into the skin, and it's going to help to regulate that testosterone.
Wow, thank you for that. I really so basically watching your diet at least about 2 weeks before your menstruation begins, and that can help with minimizing the menstrual breakout. Thank you. And this is another question from a follower. I think I have. They were asking about dark under eye. They were asking about that dark under eye. They wanted to know the cause and if they can prevent it. I think I have a little bit. Yeah. They want to know. They want to know what's the cause of dark under eyes and can it be prevented?
So some of y'all might not like this answer. So under eye darkness sometimes can be hereditary. So that means somebody down your ancestral line passed it on to you, and it's not really much you can do besides embrace it and love it and keep pushing. But if you deal with dark under eyes as well from like lack of sleep and dehydration, what you want to do is get some sleep and drink a lot of water. Like it's really that simple when it comes to dark under eyes. And then what causes the darkness underneath the eye, if it's not from hereditary, is the fact, I don't know why my ears are dropping. It's the fact that your blood vessels underneath the eye, they bust. So that's what's causing that look of it to be black, but it's not black. It's like a bluish greenish color. So when you aren't getting enough sleep, you're tired, you're not drinking enough water, those blood vessels are going to burst and it's going to create that dark under eye look. So the only way you can prevent that is from the inside. You have to make sure you're drinking your water. You have to make sure you're going to sleep, right? Now, puffiness can also allude to the look of darkness underneath the eye. So one thing that you can do is use like a caffeine solution from The Ordinary. I don't have it with me, but The Ordinary, the same brand here. Sorry, do I have to do it like I'm on YouTube or something?
No, we see it.
The Ordinary. So they have a really good caffeine solution that's going to help depuff underneath the eye. Look, I know, because I used to struggle with like puffiness underneath the eye, and it caused my under eyes to look dark. So if you have that you're dealing with, caffeine is going to be the best.
Wow. Thank you for covering that. I hope your question is answered for whoever asked that question. I think you're online right now. And I'm going to go now into the next question, which somebody asked. They want to know, what is the difference between using a natural skincare brand versus a non-natural skincare brand?
So it is preference. And in natural skincare brands, unlike their counterparts, they're void of parabens, they're void of harsh chemicals, fragrances, dyes, and other things that can affect the skin further and make it break out and things like that. So that's really the big, huge difference between natural and other products. And then to even break it down even further, in the natural realm, there's clean brands and then there's organic brands or natural brands. So clean brands are going to be void of everything that can harm your skin. So even preservatives, a lot of brands have to put preservatives, like this bottle has a preservative in it because of the ingredients to keep it right. So clean brands are void of all those things that can harm your skin. Now,
Right.
more natural organic brands, they might contain like botanicals and herbs and things like that. So that's really the difference.
Yeah,
Mhm.
thank you. Thank you. So what would you recommend people go for?
It depends on your skin. It depends on,
Mm-hmm.
whatever your philosophy is. I go natural because that's just me. If you're dealing with more sensitive skin, I think switching over to more natural skincare is the best way to go, because you're going to already cut out like the fragrances, which I know irritate skin.
Mm-hmm.
It just does,
Mm-hmm.
parabens, dyes, all those things, colorants, all those
Right.
things will or can irritate sensitive skin. So if you're on
Mm-hmm.
that more sensitive side, then you want to switch over to a natural skincare brand. And sensitive skin is acneic skin and dry skin.
Right.
So those are the characteristics of sensitive skin.
Mm. Thank you. Thank you. So the clean brands.
Mm-hmm.
I like clean brands. I
Clean
think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I mean, I've tried skincare routine. It didn't really work for me. So I always thought maybe it was because I didn't really know much about, I didn't do enough research. But like speaking with you, I'm kind of knowing what to look out for. That way, when it's time for me when I want to try it again, I kind of know what step to take.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And then which leads me to my next question. It's basically what I wanted to ask you was, what are your favorite must-have brands for beginners on a budget versus beginners who are ready versus people who are ready to splurge? Like, what are your
So if you're balling on a budget, then you definitely want to go towards The Ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
They're the best, honestly. They have
Right.
amazing, amazing prices with
Mm-hmm.
products that are backed by science, but they're
Right.
still not that for me, they're not that harsh. They do have some
Mm-hmm.
chemicals in it, but it's up to you, of course, to do your due diligence and read whatever ingredients are in there that can work for you or don't work for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another brand that I found. It's called SB Basics.
Right.
So they use anywhere from 3 to 4 natural ingredients, and their price point is so low. It's like you could probably get things for like $7, $8. Same thing
Nice.
with The Ordinary. So those are good for people who are balling on a budget. If you have a little bit more leeway and a little bit more money to spend, then Pharmaceutics, the one that I was telling you guys about that I use,
Mm-hmm.
Pharmaceutics is a good one. Tata Harper, that's a
Mm-hmm.
great brand. I love Tata Harper. I love their brand, and their repertoire of products is extensive, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also Bioessence. I'm trying to think. Aesop's, that's another great brand for males. They're also on the more clean side of skincare. I love
Right.
their bottle. It tells you right in the front, like their main top ingredients, and you can just research real quick what that is. So I really love Aesop's for that, because they also have a nice line of products too. So
Right.
that's about it. Oh, and also Kiehl's.
Kiehl's,
Kiehl's is
yeah.
like in the middle. So if like you don't want to spend too much, but you got a little bit of money to spend, get you some Kiehl's.
Get you some.
Get you some Kiehl's. The calendula line is amazing. I'm gonna type
What
that
line?
in. It's called calendula from Kiehl's.
Calendula.
Calendula. It's a plant.
Nice.
Yes,
Nice.
it's one of like my favorite ingredients to use.
Nice. So Mimi, like, I don't know if we mentioned this. I know you used to battle with like acne in the past, and looking at that and looking at your skin now, I'm pretty sure no one could tell that you've ever.
Right.
I'm
Nobody.
pretty sure no one could
When I
tell
tell
that you.
people, they don't believe that I used to have cystic acne.
Yeah.
Cystic acne is.
Yeah.
Lord, it's like
I know.
it's deep embedded into like the first layer of your skin, and it's
Wow.
painful and it's red. And I had it from like here, the forehead. It was so bad. It was at a time when I was still wearing weave and things like that, so I was able to like cover it and cut a bang and just be like, nobody see me.
Yes.
Nobody look at me, nothing. Like, it was a very tough time in my life when I was dealing with that. But how I was able to combat it was to actually go see a dermatologist. I went to see a dermatologist, and that first step was just so amazing for me because I recognized and I acknowledged the acne. I acknowledged what was going on with my skin, and I sought professional help. So that helped the trajectory of how I was going to maneuver through that. Now, my dermatologist wasn't great. They came in for 5 seconds, prescribed something, and it was like, okay, take this, you'll be done. So that was the turning point when I started to use the product. And after a month, I was just like, it's not working. And the person didn't even really look at my skin to know what's going on with my skin, you know? So from there, I was just like, well, you know what, let me start doing my own research. So I started reading, I started trying new things. I changed the water that I used to wash my face with. So it wasn't coming from my shower, it was coming from a jug. I was using distilled water. That's really good for people who are dealing with acneic skin, distilled water. I started using a very clean brand, like very void of like parabens and harsh things, because I was trying to figure out what is causing my skin to, you know, wreak havoc like this. I changed my diet. I did so many things to figure out what the root cause was, because I already went to a dermatologist and homeboy didn't give me the cure. So definitely, like, what is causing my skin to go crazy? So it was from then that I realized that I do deal with environmental factors. So it's like, what is going on the around my skin that's affecting it? And then from there, I was able to find the products and things that work.
Definitely, thank you. So one of the last few questions that I want to ask you, and we didn't discuss this, but what does your skincare routine consist of? Like, do you mind just sharing with us your steps?
I use this cleanser. So this is a fine herbal cleanser. It has geranium and lavender in it, and then it also has witch hazel. So this, I don't know if you can see, it doesn't really set up like that, which is perfect for someone who has sensitive skin like me and who also has oily skin. So you want something that won't strip your skin of its own natural oils. You want something that's going to be very gentle. And then I use my exfoliator. This has rose petals. So it's not a man-made exfoliator. I tell people, stay away from man-made exfoliators. Apricot scrubs and things like that. If it's man-made beads, stay away from it. They can be too harsh for the skin, and it can cause micro tears in the skin, which later on will cause bacteria and germs and things to seep in. So I like to use that. And then I actually make my own toner. It's a very simple toner that I make and I use. It has apple cider vinegar in it, and apple cider vinegar is really good for giving your skin a nice glow and also balancing the pH of the skin, which is important. And then I use my trusty moisturizer from Cetaphil. I've been using it for about 5 years. And
that's like cheap too.
That's look, y'all, you don't have to go crazy to get a good skincare that's effective. Know your skin, and then know the ingredients you need. And honestly, you can find really inexpensive products that work for you. Nice. So that's it. That's my basic. That's my basic every day. If I'm dealing with something, I might add some collagen. Well, I do use this quite often. My collagen serum. Like I was saying, we lose collagen as we age. So I like to apply collagen on top of my skin. This gives my skin such a suppleness and softness to it that, you know, it looks younger when I use this. And then sometimes I use my resveratrol if I'm dealing with, you know, a pimple or something like that. And if I'm dealing with hyperpigmentation, I'll use my vitamin C for a couple weeks. And I keep it really simple when it comes to the ingredients and the products that I use on my skin.
Nice. So the vitamin C, it's not a daily thing.
No. And it's not a morning thing. You want to use vitamin C, and most of your like chemical products, you want to use that at night.
At night. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But thank you. So this is gonna be one of the last questions that I have for you. Actually, one of my coworkers, before I say this last question, one of my coworkers, because you know we work in the medical field, they whenever they wear a mask, they always have on mask. Ever since they start, because we wear a mask for like a long hours, so they're literally like breaking out all around here. And they wanted to know, like, what is it that they can do to help them with the breakouts that results from them wearing the mask? Do you have any suggestions for that?
Yeah, so you definitely want to make sure that you're cleaning your mask. You're not using the same mask every day. You have to use the same mask. Just put like a paper towel or something like this to line the inside of it. Make sure it's new, so that whatever is touching your face is void of any type of like oils or things that have previously touched your skin or the environment. And that's pretty probably much what's causing the skin to break out in that area. Is just not being sanitized enough. You know, if it's a cloth, make sure you wash it every day. You can wash it if you must. And then just make sure you're also spraying it down with, I would use tea tree oil because it's a natural antibacterial and antimicrobial. So you spray that with some water, put it in a spray bottle, and you spray your mask every day, and you let it dry. And you just disinfected your mask. And as you're wearing it and you're breathing that in, that also helps with your respiratory. So kill two birds with one stone.
Two birds with one stone. That's definitely not a bad idea at all. Not a bad idea. But so we're gonna end this with for those that are looking to work on improving their skin. What is the best skincare advice you can give to them from your point of view?
Seek a professional. You know, if you're dealing with something, definitely like seek somebody, an esthetician, a dermatologist, or somebody, so that way you have a point of reference to start from. And whatever it is that you're dealing with, love yourself through it. I cannot stress just accepting yourself, even with your dry skin, even with your acne and things like that. That's going to help your journey, and it's going to help you be patient with yourself. Like, you have to be patient in your skincare journey, because you know, it took years for your skin to look the way it did. So it's also going to take years for you to heal it, or to maybe not years, but it's going to take you a while for you to heal it, for you to get to where you want to be. So be patient with your skin. That's one thing I have to say. It took me 3 years to get here, and I'm still working on my skin, you know, constantly. So
it was not an overnight thing. So just patience.
So that's definitely what I would tell somebody who's looking to like start a skincare routine. Have a point of reference. You know, speak to a esthetician. And I wanted to share with you guys that you can actually find estheticians on a app or a website called Beauty Scripts. I've joined it. I'm an esthetician on there, and I have like recommendations of products and things like that that you can use for different skin types. So you can reach out to estheticians in your area, and they can help you, you know, figure out what products work for you, figure out what it is that your skin is dealing with. So I'm gonna type it in here. It's called Beauty Scripts.
Nice.
Beauty Scripts. Do you guys have any questions?
Yeah. Do anybody have any questions for those of you that are there? Don't forget, you can win something. If you, but so I mean, thank you, Mimi, for covering that. And also, if you do have concerns about your skin, you can always DM Mimi. Like, you can always go on her page.
I do provide email consultations, so we can email back and forth. You can send me pictures of your skin and things like that, and I can help you out with that. And if you are coming to actually get a service from me, I require a 15-minute video consultation, which is really, really good, because I get to see your skin before you actually come to.
Right. So definitely, that's something you all want to do. So, Mimi, I just want to thank you for taking the time out to come on here. And I really, really appreciate it. You are a busy lady, and you, out of your time, you came here and you answered this.
I'm moving right now. I'm in the middle of moving, guys. I don't know if you guys can see, but my background is bare. Like, I'm moving.
It's okay. Oh, look at that. You said your skin is everything. I know.
Oh, thank you guys. I hope you guys like took something from this. I tend to talk fast and talk a lot, so I hope you guys took something from this.
I think what we need to know is how to get that glow.
This glow is due to minding my own business and drinking plenty of water.
Period.
Seriously. That's it. That's the key.
That's hilarious.
You mind your business and you drink your water. I swear.
Drink your water. Period. I love that. I love it.
And of course, my collagen and my vitamin C. You know, I use those. But definitely drink your water.
Thank you. And you also do like spa treatments too, right?
Yes, I'm an esthetician, so you can definitely come to me and get a service done and things like that. I do more of a holistic practice and things like that. So Definitely, if you're in the Houston area. I know you're in
Yeah,
Dallas right now, and I
I'm
know
in
we have some
Dallas.
followers in like Chicago. Unfortunately, you gotta come to me right now. So
Right, definitely. So we could, yeah.
thank
Thank you.
you guys.
Yeah.
You
When
guys
I
are so
come down
sweet.
there, I'll
Thank
be
you.
getting some type of spa treatment. Thank you so much, Mimi.
You're welcome.
We'll
It was
talk
nice
later.
talking to you guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.